Scala at Caelum was one of the most interesting worlds in Kingdom Hearts 3, purely for lore reasons, unfortunately, since the world isn't entirely explorable through normal means. I mean, just look at this world, it's beautiful, and Xehanort is over here saying it is the nexus from which all worlds spring? It's easy to understand why some people wanted this to be a full-scale world in Kingdom Hearts 3. Though, maybe we were expecting a little too much. I mean, the only real way you would have been excited for this world is if you were following Kingdom Hearts 3 news like a wild animal before the game released. For the longest time, Scala at Caelum was referred to as Cable Town, once by Nomura and mostly by the community, years before the game released. Scala was only shown really in like one trailer from my knowledge at the end of the final battle trailer. There might have been a bunch of other like short clips of that same clip featured in like other trailers or advertisements, but even then though, they didn't even say that was a world. It was mostly just a mention, like a little teaser. This was borderline the last we heard about the world until the game released. I remember in the past as well where Nomura was talking about how in the final world you could literally do anything, which a lot of us assumed was him talking about Cable Town or Scala at Caelum, but Nomura most definitely, looking back at it, trolled us, especially since there was a unexpected world in Kingdom Hearts 3 literally called the final world. Very funny, Nomura. One of the first things I tried to do when visiting this world in Kingdom Hearts 3 was attempt to explore it. Then I realized I couldn't. I wasn't overwhelmed with the feeling of disappointment, more so of the question, why? Then I kind of just assumed that they were saving it for another Kingdom Hearts game in the future, especially after reading secret reports and reading up on some more lore for the series after Kingdom Hearts 3 from the Ultimanias. It seemed pretty obvious that they had plans in the future to include this world, whether it's in Kingdom Hearts Key, another Kingdom Hearts game like a prequel of some sorts with young Xehanort and Ericus. Scala at Caelum is something that even months after Kingdom Hearts 3's release that people want to be expanded. I mean, the world is beautiful looking and interest for the world is at an all-time high, and people are looking at ReMIND to maybe have some of that. And I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen, but I will say it's possible. But don't get your hopes up. I mean, in the recent Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC trailer, we do see Xigbar and Vanitas super bosses, which I'm going to assume will be unlocked in a similar way as to how you unlock the data fights in Kingdom Hearts 2, which expanded upon Radiant Garden by completing the Cavern of Remembrance. And if the aesthetic the arena in these short little clips of fights is giving off are from Scala, then just maybe we might actually get a Scala at Caelum expansion in Kingdom Hearts 3 ReMIND. I'm confident that if we do get something like that it won't be a significant change though, so don't expect the entire world to get overhauled. If we do get something, it will be something like the Cavern of Remembrance. Though if it is something like that, then I feel like that would be more than enough to subside those Scala at Caelum urges until future Kingdom Hearts games. It would leave us a little bit more satisfied. Though I do still fully believe that this world wasn't intended to be fully explorable. Because honestly, just think about it. You can't really explore too much of Scala at Caelum without going into Xehanort's backstory, or going into the backstory of this world in general. You would be putting a bunch of exposition for something that doesn't necessarily have to do with the final conflict at hand. And Xehanort is definitely a character that isn't going to be going away in the Kingdom Hearts series anytime soon, although Master Xehanort is gone, the Dark Seeker / Xehanort saga is done. I still feel like he has a story that still needs to be told, and ReMIND is a literal proof of that. We have scenes with the young Xehanort with silver eyes talking to the Master of Masters, a character who we had no real indication that he would be even interacting with, and that opens up a whole new avenue of everything. We have the secret reports that give us an insight into Xehanort's mind, his feelings on certain things, and it was great and so well written, and I'm sure that young Xehanort especially especially, is a character that we're going to be exploring a lot more in the future, whether it be so we can find out more about the foretellers through him, find out more about the Keyblade through him, the no-name Keyblade, Goat of Atonement, whatever people want to call it. I feel like he's going to be a character that is used to find out more about this world, how this world came to be. Why did somebody like him get brought up? Why does he have this sort of mentality? You know what I mean? I feel like you can't make Scala this big, giant world without bringing even more questions into play. And if you bring in that many questions, you're going to have a lot of people complaining about how a lot of them didn't get answered. So it probably is the smart move to put this in a future Kingdom Hearts game, have this full world in another Kingdom Hearts game, or have it expanded in ReMIND instead. I mean, even if you go into the underwater segment in the final battle, you can see Daybreak Town, the clock tower, clearly in the background. And Nomura says in the Ultimania that actually this world was built on top of the ruins of Daybreak Town, which is pretty crazy and is a very significant piece of lore, because that's another piece to the puzzle that is the Kingdom Hearts history, the Kingdom Hearts timeline. I think this world is really cool and has a lot going for it. I can easily see Scala of Caelum being one of those staple worlds in the series going forward, possibly, if it's even still around. Maybe it's fully destroyed. Maybe nobody knows how to access Scala of Caelum or the ruins of Daybreak Town. Who fully knows? But I do think this world was like this for a reason. I do think this world was a teaser for a reason, and not because they were rushed or because it was cut content or anything like that. I'm sure there are some things that might have been cut, some ideas that might have been cut, but I truly think that this world was a teaser for something greater. But I do think that it's possible that they'll fully give Scala of Caelum justice in Kingdom Hearts 3 ReMIND. Though I'm not expecting it to happen. It's just an idea to throw out there. And like I said, based off of the arena, the aesthetic of the arena, the design direction they're going for those quote data fights that I'm going to call them right now, of Vanitas and Xigbar, it definitely seems like they're going to be talking at least about Scala of Caelum a little bit more in the DLC, because when you really think about it as well, if those are based off of like the Scala of Caelum arena, we could easily just teleport to them through a battle portal or something, but I think they're going to make it a little more memorable unlocking those fights, in my opinion at least. When you're in Scala of Caelum, you really can't do much exploring without constantly getting hit by those Xehanort vessels, because as soon as you walk forward, as soon as you walk through those gates, you get hit with a cutscene and you're in the final boss gauntlet. So how exactly are they going to expand that? Because even in post-game, like when you have that crown over your save file, that's when you've unlocked all the post-game stuff that is post-game. Scala of Caelum, as soon as you walk forward, you're still going to be hit with the final boss, just like any other Kingdom Hearts game. The finale isn't different. You can still access the final boss no matter what level or how much progression you've made in the game. And that is how it should be. So are they going to open up some sort of different pathway in Scala of Caelum, like to your right or left or behind you even? Is there going to be a portal that teleports you to another island? Like how exactly, if they do this Cavern of Remembrance type of thing, how exactly are they going to execute it in Scala? If it is in Scala, maybe it's something that's exclusive to the Keyblade Graveyard. Because Scala of Caelum, when you also think about it, this isn't the real Scala of Caelum in Kingdom Hearts 3. It replicates that, but the real Scala, as we can imagine, probably has people walking around, young Keyblade masters being trained, or young Keyblade wielders being trained to become masters. It's a whole Keyblade society. That's what that world seems to be, at least. What we saw of Scala in Kingdom Hearts 3 was just Xehanort's heart projecting that. At least that's what I think. We don't have any real confirmation on that, but from what we do know about the game and what we know about the actual world, we can figure those two things. This world just has my interest peaked. And this world, to me, honestly is something that I would use as an example for why I'm really excited for the future of the series. Because if they explore a world like this, that looks as beautiful as this in future games, then honestly the next saga is looking like it could easily top this one. But hey, that's all I have to say. Enough rambling from me. If you guys enjoyed today's video, you already know what to do. Leave a like, share the video with a friend or family member, and last but not least, if you have not already and want to become a part of the Union, all you have to do is hit that red little subscribe button down below. I am really sorry guys that I've been late with the uploads. I know it's been like what, 3 close to 4 days now as I'm uploading this, but not gonna lie, I've pretty much just been playing a lot of video games. I've been just sitting down playing a lot of Smash Bros. That's kind of what I've been doing, and I played way too much Smash and I realized, oh wait, I haven't uploaded a video. I don't even have a video planned. But I had this topic like ready to go already, and I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and record this because this is something that people are constantly asking me about. People always want to bring up this topic, and I thought I would have a go at it. But leave a comment down below telling me what you think about this. I know this is one of those controversial topics, as I always say with these types of videos, because I know the things that are pretty controversial that people get pretty heated about. Remember, on this channel, we always try to be respectful and kind to one another and open-minded, so be that exact way in the comment section when talking about your opinions, sharing your theories, or expressing any concerns you may have. I did a mini analysis video with my friend Kingdom Ace right after Kingdom Hearts 3 ReMIND's trailer came out like a week ago, and he uploaded the full version of that live stream on his YouTube channel. So I'll go ahead and link that collab at the end of this video in the cards. But thank you guys for watching. My name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.